in terms of marketing and something like that stuff.
Yeah, yeah. And in terms of the Cameron, is there, I mean, in terms of product overlap, like, do they have any gaps? Does Cameron have any gaps where MH could where they'd be attracted to some of the MH technology?
The riser may be interesting for Cameron to acquire, or anybody else who has a riser string, this slip, or what they call it now. They changed the name, right? QTR riser.
Right.
That's a very good product actually, and their engineers they have good engineers there, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But again, it's the knowledge.
Yeah. Is it? I mean, are the different components quite separate within a business? Like, could, for example, Castor sell risers to Cameron and then the rest of the business to GE? Would that be easy to do, or do you have to? Is it quite integrated?
No, you can. I think that's very easy to do because the way they're set up, MH has the riser section is sitting in Oslo. They're sort of all separate, unless they've integrated. No, but I don't think in the last 6 months they've done anything with that. So
yeah.
So no, that was. I think they looked at that anyway at some point to see whether they could just sell the riser portion of it.
Okay. Yeah. And one thing that seems, when you look at there seems to be a bit of a vulnerability from MH from outside in. They have no BOP in their sort of technology. I mean, how big an issue is that? Is that something which they can the yards just source a BOP from another player, or do they want the BOP to be part of the full package? And therefore, is MH kind of at the mercy of Cameron and GE?
No, I think you can use a Cameron BOP or GE BOP or Hydro GE BOP. Now, the question is now, or you can even use an NOV BOP, right? The problem will be then price. NOV would not want to sell you the BOP if they couldn't sell the rest of their package, so they may just jack up the price, in which they've done. They jack up the price to make it very expensive.
Yeah.
And because the rig owner, which is the drilling contractor, whoever orders, so they would say, we want a MH package, and then we want maybe even the MH riser, but the BOP itself and BOP control system need to be Hydro or even NOV.
Yeah.
And then they start fighting. So it would be an advantage to have the whole package available, but in the past it has always worked to get. Normally it's either a Cameron BOP or a Hydro BOP with a MH package.
Right. Okay. So, but it hasn't been a real competitive issue for MH trying to sell drilling packages. Okay.
No, I think it's small. Maybe there were a few instances where they may have not won it because they don't have a BOP. But if you look at the history of MH, they usually have won construction or new builds when the yard has ordered or investors have ordered ships or units. Yeah. Very rarely it was that the drilling contractors have ordered, other than when it was Aker Drilling. But Aker Drilling is the same thing, right? Or something.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Good stuff. No, I think I think we've covered most of the ground I wanted to. I'm just trying to think if there's anything we haven't touched on which would be useful. Is there anything we haven't discussed so far which would be relevant to the conversation?
No, we looked at the